shirt is really see-through.
It's pretty see-through with those bright stage lights, isn't it?
Hi everyone!
Hey everybody! Welcome back
To our channel. My name's Mina.
And I'm Nathan. Last week we did a reaction to the WandaVision trailer, okay? And we thought it looked interesting, at least. Worth watching. What did you think about the trailer?
The trailer was pretty nice. I mean, it wasn't like a 10 out of 10 in my book, but it definitely was, you know, hey, I'm gonna give it a try. So we put it on our list for things to watch.
So tonight we're gonna hit you with a episode 1 reaction, takeaway, what we thought of the episode after we both watched it together. It was maybe a rewatch for me, but that's okay. I mentioned that in the video though.
Well, to be fair, he did mention that in the video.
But what we're doing is we're rewatching the episodes and we're gonna kind of hit you with a little bit. So, what did you think?
So as we said in the reaction video already, the show starts as black and white.
Like it's the 50s.
It continues like that for some time. I know the trailer kind of went in color like at the end of the trailer, but the show, like, you know,
we don't see any color in the first episode except for the blinking red light on the toaster.
That's the only thing in color.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice that until Nathan pointed it out.
Did they get to see the helicopter in the first episode?
I don't think that was the first episode.
I think that was in the trailer though, so I think we're good. We should have just watched the first episode to do this. Next time.
We have to rewatch it, especially with my short memory, for me to even know what I'm gonna say on camera. What else did you notice?
What did you think about the laugh track? Because you seemed iffy about the laugh track on the trailer. What did you think about it in the episode?
It didn't really bother me, honestly, as much as I thought it would. The laugh tracks kind of get awkward when people are not funny and people are just laughing in the background.
They try to make it funny.
The show was actually funny, so when people laughed, it was like, I'm laughing too, you know, at the same time.
And I thought that the laugh tracks were very well done because they're making fun of the fact that it's funny, even though it's really not funny. Like, the jokes weren't really funny. They were funny in the fact that they were trying to be funny in like a 50s style humor kind of.
That's what made it funnier.
Yeah. And the other thing that I thought was cool is that all of the jokes were like in-jokes for us, the audience. There's a great joke where Vision is at work with Norm, his coworker, and Norm is like, I don't know, but since you've got here, productivity's gone up 300%. It's almost like you're some sort of human computer. And he's like, no, why would you say that? I'm a totally normal carbon-based life form made of flesh just like you. And Norm would obviously be like, why is he acting like a crazy person? Because that is the only thing that he could be. But us, we know he's a robot. So it's an inside joke for us.
Exactly. And to add to that point, I noticed that there are many inside jokes for the audience, just like those ones.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple of little like nods to what else is going on, some like foreshadowing maybe, and definitely some like little just like Easter eggy things. Like in the very beginning of the episode, Wanda is like moving the plates around, and then one hits him in the head, and he's like, my wife and her flowing saucers. And she's like, my husband and his indestructible head, which that's kind of a sad joke for the audience because his head got like pinched like in the movies. Also,
I liked how there was like magic sparkles or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, like the old TV shows. For example, when his face changes from a normal person to a robot when he's at home, there's like sparkles and it changes. I thought that was awesome.
It was very cool. It was very 50s. I think that one of the other things they did really well was they really did make it feel like a 50s style TV show where like every time there was a problem, it was just like very nicely wrapped up. It was just like and it just magically worked out because that's the way those TV shows were. So it was very well done. I thought it was
like they had solutions pretty quick, like for their mess ups.
I also thought it was really cool how they had the like weird creepy scene with Mr. Hart, and it shows that they don't have any more idea what's going on than we do as the audience right now. Like they are obviously very confused because Mr. Hart's like, where do you come from? Where? Where? You know, when Mr. Hart was choking to death and all of that creepy stuff was going on, very foreboding.
And one thing that really caught my attention on that first episode was the
lobsters.
Obviously, but when the wife,
Mrs. Hart,
when her husband was choking and she kept repeating, stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, and laughing a lot.
Yeah, and she was laughing.
She had like a smile stuck on her face.
Yeah, she had almost like that, you know, when you're trying to make your kids stop from embarrassing you, you're like, stop it. And you try not to make a big deal out of it. That's not to get embarrassed by people. And then at one point, she actually started looking at Wanda and she said, stop it. And she had that weird, creepy smile on her face still.
Like frozen on her face.
It's like she almost wanted to get out of it, like, you know, have that serious face, but she couldn't.
Yeah. It definitely seems like all of this has something to do with Wanda. I mean, we've seen other episodes. We may or may not know secrets that you don't know if you're watching this after only having seen the first episode. It was very creepy.
I mean, that scene was definitely
It was a
creepy.
weird mix of like awkward, unsettling creepiness and lighthearted, cute comedy. Because like half of it was like very lighthearted, like, oh, look at us, we're this like happy, weird couple where one of us is a robot and the other person can do magic. And then the rest of it is like weird, dark undertones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know how you say that in the trailer?
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know,
A happy family.
that's
Yeah.
the vibe I got. But now, like, I'm starting to see why Nathan thought it was a bit creepy. There's definitely something creepy about the show.
What's up with all the hexagons? Like
Just, like,
everything,
everything's
like a lot of so many
hexagons.
things in the show. Like there's decorations that are hexagons. I think that's going to be important later.
It's like a foreshadow.
What did you think of the ending when it zoomed out and there was a person watching?
When shows and movies have stuff like that, I always get creeped out. I'm always like, I want to know who's watching them. Is it the government? What did you think of it?
I don't know. I thought like somebody was like running the whole thing from there. Like they were like controlling their lives, like a whatchamacallit.
Westworld.
No, I mean yes, but I was thinking like somebody in the audience help me. It's that movie with that guy who's real funny, and his whole life was a TV show, and everyone was watching it, and the entire city he was in was fake. I'm gonna have to put this in, so we're gonna have to pause. Ask Google, what was that show where that guy's entire life was a TV show and nothing was real? The Truman Show, everybody. Like they're in the Truman Show, and there's some person like watching it and moving levers. I was instantly hooked when I watched the first episode. How about you?
I was definitely more hooked than I was with the trailer. The trailer did not, like I said, impress me on a 10 level, I guess. On a scale of 1 to 10, the trailer to me was like a 7.
That's not too bad though.
That's not too bad, but I expect a lot from Marvel.
But did they deliver up to all your expectations?
They did, yeah. I was very impressed. But after I was done with the first
Episode?
the way they ended it was very nice.
Such a good twist,
Yeah,
right?
I always like the twist. I'm like, why should I even watch this show? You know, it's just a couple that do magic or whatever, and one of them is a robot. But, you know, the end was like...
I want to see the second episode, you know?
Yes.
And halfway through the second episode, I was like, Nathan, get away from me.
We need to finish this. Okay, well, smash that button. And I think this will be kind of a thing. We're going to come back. We're going to do some quick little thoughts, feelings, emotions, maybe ideas about the stuff. Starting soon, we'll go through this over the next few days and get these put up over the next week or so. I think there's only going to be 8 episodes, so hopefully we do it by episode 6.
Episode 6 is going to be next week. Episode 5 is already out.
Yeah. By next week, hopefully, we will be caught up so that we can do an immediate reaction after we watch it the day it drops.
We only post 3 days a week.
I know. We can jump that one, maybe. We'll figure out the schedule, guys. It doesn't matter.
Says the guy who's just seen an actor and not a producer.
Don't worry about it. I'm just an actor. I'm not a producer, love.
Pressure is on
The
me.
pressure's always on you, baby. We're gonna come back, maybe even a combo where we do 2 episodes at a time. That'll
Sounds
get
good.
through it faster, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.